There's a motion to suppress. So the court, they did a mini trial. Youngboy didn't have to be there, but they did a mini trial in Louisiana, and it was a motion to suppress certain type of evidence in the case. And we're gonna read it exactly. This is 48 pages, so I gotta let y'all know. So we're not gonna read all 48 pages, all right? It says the matter before the court on the motion to suppress filed by the defendant, Youngboy. The United States government filed an opposition to this motion, and Golden, which is Youngboy, filed a reply. The court held a 3-day evidentiary hearing. The court ordered parties to file post-hearing briefs, and both parties complied. The court requested supplementary briefing, which both parties filed. For this reason set before, Youngboy's motion shall be granted in part and denied in part, okay? So they do something called factual background. We're going to skip past this. We just want to see the ruling. What the fuck is the ruling, right? And by the way, they also have the transcript. So this is a transcript right here of whoever snitched on Youngboy. You feel me? You want to read this? City police emergency. Hear the snitch. Yes, ma'am. I'm calling. I have a loved one that live in the area. It's on with this here little rap or whatever. They got so many of them over here with Uzis and AKs, guns, just walking up and down the street. Oh, this person was snitching. Holy. 911 operator, where is this, ma'am? Okay, it was a woman. Holy. Like on Chippewa, right in front, right off of 38th Street. Is that why he called himself 38, baby? 38th Street. I don't know. You tell me. Going towards Foster driveway. Okay. All right, blah. Let's keep reading this shit. This nigga was snitching. He said, and you said they were walking, and you said they walking them down the street? Yes, ma'am. Could you give me a description of anybody that has a gun? Oh, the snitching starts. Who? They got dreads. Twisting their head. They black males. Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Look, so how many did you see? About 7 of them. God damn it. So every last one of them had a gun in their hand? All the ones I seen. And we got a lot of older people, senior citizens, owners. And which way were they going? They just stand in front of a house. I don't know if it's the boy, my bad, grandparent or who. You didn't see the address they stand in front of? No, ma'am, I didn't see that. Is the house on Chippewa or 38th Street? It's on Chippewa. You turn off 38th Street on the Chippewa going towards Fawcett. They giving great directions. Jesus Christ, this person's a great snitch. Shit. It says, you said it's on the end towards Foster? I said, yeah, god damn it. Look. Okay. It said, well, blah, 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 blah. Too much. It said, do you want to be contacted? No, ma'am. Of course you want to be contacted. Youngboy know you told on him. You'll be unpacking the song. So, okay. I guess someone to check on it. Okay, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Damn. Okay. Let's see what was. So this is explaining a bunch of shit. Let's see if we can find the ruling. What did they suppress? Oh, okay. I guess. Oh, never mind. Okay. This is what they found. Hold up. Look. Make sure I can see. A defendant, blah, blah. So anyway, Youngboy wants whatever that's in that SD card by his cameraman to not be used as evidence. If they don't have that as evidence, they got to go off DNA, right? And they got to go off this eyewitness. Like, it's a really weak case. The main fucking evidence they got on Youngboy is that he is on the video that is on the SD card holding the gun, right? So they're arguing like, all type of amendments. Look, a defendant seeking suppression must show that his own Fourth Amendment were infringed by the search and seizure. Let's look at what the Fourth Amendment is. Fourth Amendment. By the way, chat, like you can learn so much by just like fucking Googling. Okay, Constitution of America, right? The right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, blah blah blah, against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, blah 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 blah. Okay, so basically they're trying to say y'all got the evidence off the memory card without the fucking warrant. That should be a private thing. We got to throw out everything that y'all got because it was a private thing. And this is a ruling on that, right? Let me bring it back on screen. A defendant seeking the Fourth Amendment standing is not a jurisdictional question, right? Rather, it requires the defendant seeking suppression show that the alleged unreasonable search or seizure infringed a Fourth Amendment interest of the defendant himself, right? A defendant must make two showings to establish reasonable. Let me make sure I can see my bad. Reasonable expectation of privacy. First, a defendant must show that he has subjective expectation of privacy. Second, expectation must be one that society is prepared to recognize as reasonable. Okay, now that's one of those things where it's like, if you're in your house, you have a reasonable expectation of privacy. You're within your house. You get me? Here's the problem. They're walking outside. They're walking on the block. Like when you're on the block in public, not on your own property, you can't really have a reasonable expectation of privacy. But then Youngboy's lawyer is trying to say, well, we don't give, like, even if that's the case, it's not like the proof that he had a gun, quote unquote, was on a memory card. So y'all didn't just see him doing it. Y'all had to go invade our privacy, which is a memory card. So I guess that's what they're ruled on. Let's see what they say. Youngboy seeks to suppress the firearm found in Ramsey possession, the firearm found in the Acura, the SD media, and the SD cards from the Cadillac. Remember, it's a lot of SD cards. Look, SD card. Golden bears the burden of establishing this. So here's the thing. In this motion, Youngboy has to prove this like he's a prosecutor. Okay. Now what they say, Fourth Amendment saying to firearms, Golden Fourth Amendment, blah, blah, is shaky because the firearms were not recovered from his person. Oh, okay. So his argument is that the firearms, the argument that he had a firearm is shaky because they were not recovered from him. So therefore, he invokes the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. Now, I talked to Myron about this. Salute to Myron from Fresh and Fit. The fruit of the poisonous tree means like, if you did a legal search of somebody's house and say you thought they had a gun that killed somebody down the block, but when you searched the house, maybe you found the gun or maybe you didn't, but say what you found was like 70 kilos of coke. If you didn't have proper cause to search the house in the first place, anything you found in the house is what they call fruit of a poisonous tree. So you should have never been there to look for it. So no matter what the fuck you found, you could have found another dead body. You can't charge for that using that evidence. You get what I mean? All right. Let me see. However, not all evidence excluded merely because it would not be discovered, blah, blah. Instead, Jesus Christ, there's so much stuff. Presses that he can seek to suppress both firearms because no weapons would have been removed from the vehicle were it not for the unconstitutional detention that began the moment the police arrived onto the block. Golden points out the fact that the recovery of the firearms was within temporal proximity of unlawful detention. He also asserts that blah, blah, blah. All right, okay, cool. Let's see. My bad, chat. There's a lot of usually if I'm doing a video, I read all this shit and I just summarize it really nice. And I've never looked at this before. I ain't gonna lie. The defendant, blah blah. Okay. There's a lot of shit here. Jesus Christ. Let's see if we can find the ruling. There got to be a ruling. Yeah. So Youngboy challenges the SD card. See, They're bringing up other cases. Let's see what the ruling is. What the ruling is. Let's keep going down. What the fuck is the ruling is? What is this right here? Okay, that's part of the police report. What's the ruling? What's the ruling, chat? Trying to figure out the ruling. Okay. The judge should speak. Okay, cool. So conclusion, here we go. Golden's motion to suppress is denied in part and granted in part. Okay, what's it denied in what part? All right, let's see. Okay, so this is definitely... Oh my God, I gotta read this whole thing. Oh. Okay, here we go. This is a ruling. The court finds that the executing officer's mistake of failing to read and understand the scope of authority that the warrant conveyed rises to the level of gross negligence, that the exclusionary rule is designed to deter, to hold otherwise and encourage executing officers to assume rather than read the contents of a warrant, blah, blah, blah. So the court cannot find that the executing officers acted objectively, reasonably, in good faith, blah, blah, blah. In some, what the fuck? Exclusionary rule does a, what the fuck? In some, Youngboy cannot seek to suppress the firearms. Okay, so you try to suppress the firearms, which is the entire case, right? You got to go for the fucking Hail Mary because he lacks Fourth Amendment standing to them. However, the Fourth Amendment standing to blah, blah, right? The face and the warrant. Okay, let's see. What was he granted? We got to see what was actually excluded. Hold on. We're going to figure it out. Chat, as I said, normally I would do this off stream, but y'all asked for me to do this now. So we see what they're not suppressing. He wants the firearm suppressed. They said no. They're going to rule on the SD card as well. So he's saying y'all would have never found firearm if y'all didn't bogusly show up and just executed a search warrant. Like y'all just start searching us. So if y'all never, and that's illegal because we have privacy with the vehicles and this and third. It's not like when the cops pulled up, they didn't see the shit in the hands, in the people's hands. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Where the I just gotta read what the I'm sorry, Chad. The only thing matters is what the court finds. Oh, here we go. Good. My bad. I'm stupid. However, the Fourth Amendment is standing towards the SD card media. Suppression of the SD card media is appropriate because the warrant was invalid on its face, and the warrant was not saved by the good faith exception to the exclusionary rule. The warrant is also rendered invalid after the fact because I'm guessing it's Corporal, Barnett recklessly included material misleading with it. Wow. Is that what? There was a Youngboy page that sent some reports in about it. Is that what they sent? Make sure they sent the right shit. Damn, that's actually pretty big. I know Youngboy Access. They've been Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're right. Yeah. So on Instagram, if you look at what they say, this is what okay, somebody over there. I don't know if the lawyer's telling somebody or maybe the fans just know how to do their shit now, at least, right? Look, it says Youngboy has scored a minor victory. Here we go. Look, Youngboy scored a partial victory this week with his bid to suppress video footage. And the video footage is the SD card. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'll report that tomorrow. That's fire. Look at this. So really the relevant part, like, so when I do my video, this is the only part that really matters, right? He's denied with guns, which that's the whole case, right? And the suppression of the SD card is appropriate. And you got to realize, remember, they caught SD cards in 2 cars, so that's good for Youngboy. That's a big W. It's not even a minor. That's a big W. In reality, that's the only thing that proves his possession. That's the only thing that proves his possession is the fact that he's on the, like, remember, the people who call the cops, they didn't describe Youngboy. They never said, oh, it's NBA Youngboy who has a gun. At least that